All right, children. Hello, everyone. We are back with a new story on the Bookworm Society, Tine and the Faraway Mountain. The author of the story is Miss Shikha Tripathi. So let us begin, children. I completely let go of fear of norms and fear of society. I was neither afraid of failure nor dying. I believed in my own strengths and nurtured my natural talent. I improved my weakness, and all above, I always followed my heart. Teeny Mena Mountaineer. Today is a big day for Teeny Mena. At the age of 25, she has become the first woman from Northeast India to climb Everest. At 8,848 meters, Everest is the highest mountain in the world. It's as high as 5,000 men who are 6 feet tall, standing on the top of each other. This is a story of Teeny's journey, a girl who loves to climb mountains. Whooshu, whooshu! In the Mishimi hills of Arunachal Pradesh, Teeny heard a wondrous call from the distant mountains. She was drawn to it, a sound only she could hear. Teeny loved to climb. She loved climbing trees. She ran through trees, jungle, and went fishing in the river. She was as fearless and strong as Naya, her grandmother. If Teeny fell down, Naba, her father, would tell her to get up and carry on. Teeny and her younger sister Soni loved eating apples, oranges, and berries from the forest. They spent long hours lying under the sun. Ah, Teeny would smile. What a wonderful life. But one day, Teeny's world turned upside down. There was no school in Iknelli, so her family moved to the closest town, big town, Rowing. There, the whooshu became faint whisper. All she wanted was to be in the mountains. 10 years later, Teeny finished school. The mountain call was strong again. Whooshu, whooshu. To be close to her mountains, Teeny applied to be a porter for an army expedition. She could carry heavy loads and march for days, shoulder to shoulder with others. But there was one small problem. Women were not allowed to be porters. Oh, but she did not stop herself. Of course, it didn't. Teeny dressed as a boy and began working. She would carry nearly 25 kilos every day. It took a week for anyone to realize she was a girl disguised as a boy. Teeny was scolded for breaking the rules, but she could work as much as boys and knew the route better than anyone. So the officers agreed to let her continue working. Her act would later help lift the ban on female porters. Teeny worked hard and became a coordinator, someone who plans mountain trips. That's when she met Dr. Romeo Mitai, the leader of an expedition. I must say that you have all the makings of a naturally gifted climber, he said. You have the build, the strength, and the determination. Now all you need is technique. Dr. Mitai became her mentor and Teeny began her training. But it was when Teeny saw The Race for Everest, a film about first climb of Mount Everest, that she heard about her dream mountain. The whooshu became a roar. Climbing Mount Everest became the Teeny's dream. Finally, Teeny left for Nepal. She was anxious but determined. At the Everest base camp, it was cold and and the air thin. After her training, Tini began her climb with the Cherry Sherpa. The climb was divided into 4 sections, so climbers could rest at different campaigning points and continue to the top over a few days. By the time Tini and Chering Sherpa reached the second camp, the weather had worsened. Sherpas are the ethnic group living in the high Himalayan regions who are known for their climbing skills. But the musical whooshooing was also growing louder and hypnotic. Do you want to go ahead? Sharing asked. I don't think I'll get another chance to do this, Teeny said. Somehow they reached their final camp, but the wind blew their tent and supplies away. They found another tent in which they took shelter. No walkie-talkies, no medicines. All Teeny and Sharing had was a packet of noodles. Let's share half of it, Sharing suggested. If we make it alive, we will eat the other half, Teeny said with a determined smile. For every 2 steps they took, the wind sent them reeling back a step. The stormy winds howled, Go away! But Teeny could only hear, Whooshoo-hoo! With new resolve, they fearlessly began the last push to reach the top. At 10:45 a.m. on May 9, 2011, Teeny summited the highest mountain in the world. The young girl who loved to climb trees and had climbed to the top of the world. She had found her faraway mountain and was one with the sound that had called her all her life. Whooshoo! She dances with her beloved mountain. Teeny Mena, the mountaineer, is an adventurer who holds the distinction of being the first female Everester from Northeast India. Dr. Romeo Mitai's suggestion, Teeny enrolled at the Manipur Mountaineering and Training Association in Imphal. She won a gold medal at the course and another for Best Student of the Basic Mountaineering course at the Himalayan Mountaineering Institute in the Darjeeling. Teeny turned down a well-paid job as a mountaineering instructor to chase her Everest dream. She raised private sponsorship for her expedition. Teeny has inspired many youngsters in the Northeast, starting with her cousin Ruby Lombu, a cycling athlete. Teeny continues to be a role model for all the adventurous children. Thank you so much for listening to the story. See you next time.